Hi, everybody. I decided to jump on live on YouTube real quick. I wonder if I could play music. I don't even know if anyone's going to show up on here. Let's see. We're going to see. Yeah, so I see people coming on. I want to see if the chat's working. Yeah, so say hi if you're on here. I have 2 cups. I'm like a talk show host. Oh, I want to plug my mic in. Oops. I unplugged my mic. It just notified me. Awesome. Yeah, I just kind of jumped on here really quick. Do you think I could play music? Hi, Michelle. Do you think YouTube will bump me off? Because Instagram bumps me off if I play any music at all. Should I take a chance? Hi, Victoria. So I wanted to come live. I didn't put in my title that I'm willing to do a couple of readings, but I am. I didn't want to put it at the top because I didn't want people just jumping on here for that. This is like a Q&A mostly, but I might do a couple of readings for people. If you're new, hi, Christian. Yeah, I think I want to play music really bad, but I'm afraid. So if you guys are some people who follow me on here or follow me on my Instagram, you probably already know, but I'm an intuitive and a medium. Intuitive means, I see the future, possible timelines. I believe every decision we're making and things we're doing are setting off different possible futures and timelines. And a medium reading is mostly speaking to those who've passed on. Well, it is talking to people passed on. Look at that. I have like lines. Hi, hello, Palvi Singh. Hi. So does anybody have any questions, though, just in general about the spirit world or about anything paranormal for that matter, or whatever you would like to call it? I'm willing to. The best I've ever witnessed at that. Thank you, Michelle. Wow. Gotta drink my little sparkling water is no longer sparkling. I wonder why. Like, why did it fizz out? It's weird. Maybe because I put it in the cup with ice and it was like warm, so it wasn't really. Anyway, at Old World. Oh, what do you mean, Old World? The seance at Old World in Emporium? Yes. Gotcha. Yes. Awesome. And you were at the seance. Who did I speak to for you? And thank you. Actually, I'm thinking of doing a seance in the next few weeks. An online seance, obviously. Actually, you always have the best cups. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing an online. You want to know what's sad, though, is that I got this cup at a really cool antique shop, and they're all closed now, sadly. Like they're all closed, which is really sad. My brother and mother. Were you the one? The intense situation that took place? Were you? I'm trying. We don't have to say. We actually I'd rather not say it here. But were you the one that things got a little intense? Yes, I was waiting to hear from you about getting a reading. That maybe you were going to book a reading. I'm only doing them virtual, though. Still can't remember. I've been going through a hard time. Is there anything I can do spiritually? Um, Still can't remember. You still can't remember what? You can't remember what? Um, Going through hard times, you can do something spiritual. That's a good question. Well, one of the things you want to do is let yourself feel what you're going through. Like, I know this sounds not spiritual, but there is, you can know that you're not alone, and that there is a world within this world that is trying to help you through it. And Michelle, you still can't remember what. And hi, Sav. Hey yo. So there. If you kind of open yourself up to the fact that you aren't by yourself, because a lot of times when we're going through those hard times, it feels like we're alone, or like nothing else cares, or no one else cares. And so opening yourself up to to feeling guided, and something's trying to guide or something's trying to help, will help you. But also realizing that whatever the moment you're going through, you got to let yourself feel it and go through it so you can get to the next moment. If you're talking more specifically, then let me know and I can help you with that. And what do you mean you still can't remember? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I literally thought I was going to hear from you. I thought you were going to book a reading after that, because that was intense. What happened, sunshine, from the time they came in? Just bits and places. Think it was way too intense for the first time. Let's just put this way, Michelle. I was interviewed recently, and I didn't give any names or whereabouts, but I did use that seance and that experience as an example of one of my favorite seances, believe it or not, because I just felt like I am loved. Just had crazy stuff going on here. No. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant because I figured you needed it. Because everything that happened. Do you have any spiritual vibes? Well, I don't really get spiritual vibes. I don't really know what that means. Don't listen to a bunch of shit out there. I mean, spiritual vibes is a very general thing. I don't just tune into people. Like, let's just put it this way. I keep that door closed unless I'm reading. People who kind of give this idea that they're just constantly walking around connecting, I don't just keep that door open all the time. So that's just kind of making it seem like something's standing off of someone. That's just not how it works, because that would be very general. It wouldn't be specific. It wouldn't be something very specific. So you got to stick to things that are more specific than that. I could just say, oh yeah, I have this spiritual vibe, and it wouldn't really mean much. I do, hun, but crazy 2 months. I'll be contacting you soon. Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. I literally just thought, because it was so intense, I felt bad that we couldn't really close that. How do you keep the door closed? A lot of years of practice, but consciously. Just like anything else in life, you have to be conscious. You have to be consciously, this is the door closed. I'm not keeping it open. Everything about the spiritual world isn't like TV or the way people try to portray it. It is a practice. It's something you have to practice. It's something you have to be conscious about. It's a way of life. So for me, it's a way of life to close that door and focus on the mundane and to be grounded. So staying grounded is very important. You can't just keep yourself in that realm all the time. So conscious effort and conscious way of being. So door closed, boom. I'm, hang up here, go take care of life, do some things, not just walking around like an open vessel. It's just not a way to live. People have to live, But yeah, I understand, Michelle, completely. Mundane before magic. Yeah. I need that t-shirt. Are you the one that came up with that? Oh, yes, you are awesome. Anyone that wants to contact someone on the other side, book with the sunshine. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Oh, I should tell you, Michelle, and for everybody else, I am still offering 50% off of my readings with the code PEACE, like peace. Because I don't know about you guys, but going out in the world's been kind of trippy. Have you noticed? It's still rough out there, guys. There's like businesses closed, and yeah, people are still having a hard time of it. It's still a rough time out there. But yeah, mundane before magic. Do you have a video on how to close? I have a ton of video. I mean, I think you're making it like how to close when it's really just boundaries and protection and being like, I heard it from a few people. First from, oh, okay. Well, now I won't have a t-shirt on it, which are wonderless. Yeah. Mundane before magic is that I don't know if that actually wasn't the saying someone else came up with, because it wasn't magic. So I think it was different. But yeah, that's a saying. But it's not really before, it's more with. How would I tell if I'm psychic or empath, or how would I know? If you have to ask, it's kind of a thing. And empath isn't what people think. Being empathic means you actually know what's going on with someone particular. Empath is thrown about pretty much carelessly. I think people need to understand that honing abilities is honing abilities. It's not like in the movies where you just wake up and you're Spider-Man or something. If you have a lot of experiences, you would know. You would know because you would have these experiences. And empath, everybody's empathic because everyone's sensitive. Everyone feels things for people. But that's not what a true empathic person is. And I have a video on that. A true empathic person is feeling it like that person. So you're feeling it like Joe through his eyes, how he sees things, how he takes things in, what's his favorite things he likes to do, not like you feel for a person. That's hopefully everybody's that way. If not, you're probably a psychopath instead of an empathic person. As far as closing the door, I mean, it's not something you have to like learn. It's just you consciously close the door. You say, okay, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to put boundaries. But I have videos on protection and things like that, which is pretty much the same thing. That was my brother's way of saying goodbye. Peace. Do I book through your website? Yes. So it's kind of one of those things like, because you would know, because you've had a lot of things happen to you and things like that. You know what I mean? So I think the problem with this being popular these days is there's a lot of misinformation and making it sound way more dramatic when it could just be like you kind of knew something was going to happen, or you knew something about someone. And it is something you have to hone. It is something you have to practice. I think people, there are people who have a stronger ability than others, for sure. Just like some people may take to playing piano much better than someone else. They just have innate ability. And that's kind of what I feel happened to me, but I had to hone it and practice. I mean, it is true that I had it stronger, but that's like anything, that's like anything in life. You may have an innate ability that you catch on to do something really easy. It comes really easy for you, but you sharpened it. No, it's not like a feeling. Psychic means you're going to know things about things. Honestly, if you're not sure, then it may not be happening to you, because you would know. You would know because you would have things actually happening. You would know things about people, or you would see things. So, like I said, it isn't something dormant. And then one day you're like, I'm psychic. And I think that's kind of a problem these days. It's usually something people run from, and usually something people are kind of afraid about themselves and don't accept, and then finally accept it, and learn about it. So we all have like an ability to some point, because we're born with a sixth sense about things, but other people have it obviously stronger than others. And if they do, then they hone it. Anyway, any other questions? So Angelique, I guess if she's still here, if you're still here, I do have videos on protection, which would be the same thing as like closing the door, but you do have to be conscious about it. Closing the door to me is just like closing this door, moving on. So, meaning like moving on with your day, not moving on, but like moving on with your day and doing different things in your life for the day. Okay. I wonder if some people confuse having a talent or affinity for others feel with actively caring about how others feel. I think some people use the term to make themselves seem kinder without putting in work. Av, you said it. I didn't. So if you guys have a problem, you can contact this person. No, just kidding. Yes, I think empathic has been tossed around a lot as a way of looking and feeling more sensitive than everyone else. Or honestly, you guys, everybody's empathic. If you're not, then maybe you're a psychopath, because if you don't feel for other people, there's something wrong, right? And true empath, like if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, where she could like feel what that person's feeling, is feeling and seeing it like that person, not like feeling for that person and knowing, oh my gosh, I feel for them, I feel their pain, I feel their joy, whatever, but I feel it like that person. Maybe I don't like to ride motorcycles, but suddenly I feel like I want to get on a motorcycle, and I feel like I want to eat this food. That is seeing the world through those person's eyes. And I think people are mixing that up with being sensitive to people's feelings, which most people are. Everybody wears a mask pretty much, and some people wear it better than others. So you may think this person doesn't feel anything, but they do. They just are able to hide it better. So there's a difference. If you aren't an empathetic person, maybe you're a psychopath where you feel nothing. So that's the difference. And it's been tossed around. And we can't use it as an excuse not to go places or be a part of things and things like that. Anyway, we went off on a tangent. I wish I could play music. I wanted to play music, but I think YouTube would bump me off. Shell slapping. Which sucks. I can only play music on TikTok these days, which sucks. Anyway, I'm not doing the podcast. I'm just going to focus on YouTube. If you guys have any subjects you want me to cover, I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know. I think people don't comment as much as they used to during this pandemic. I noticed, I don't know, people like watch more these days and they comment. So I do want to know, maybe recommend us a song you like. Oh gosh, there's so many songs I like. Jeez. Now you're asking me. There's a song, this song here, look. Let's see, it's gonna.
Battery 40%.
Maybe I'll play like a minute of it. This is like a really cool song if you want to kind of like, this song is called Our Love by Judah and the Lion. If you want to kind of get into a zone, play this song. You know what I mean? If you want to kind of get into like those feelings and stuff. And wait a second. And this song, where'd it go? Oh my gosh. This song is a great song. It's kind of country. Yeah, that song's kind of country. Not really. I guess let me like give you the words to it. In searching. Yeah, I guess they're a little bit. But this song is about like it's called Our Love. So it's kind of country folk. And then this is Flogging Molly. This is my like theme song of If I Ever Leave This World. Leave this world. my name. This song.
Just before you go insane. If I ever leave this world, I may never.
And this song to me is my theme song because you never really leave this world, right? That's one of my favorite songs too. Love them, right? Yeah, y'all. I know, like I want to play. It sucks. I think YouTube would take this down. Does anyone here listen to LP? I mean, Dreamcatcher, Muddy Water, yes. Okay. Nice. Dreamcatcher, Muddy Water, yes. Roses. You think I could play a little bit more?
I'm okay. I'm alright. Though you have gone from my life, you said that it would.
This song is about, right? We never really leave this world. This is my belief.
She says, I'm okay.
You got to like get it in your core. This is how you connect to that realm and to the realms around us. You got to let music lift your vibrations. Just do it, right? Got to let it lift your energy. Push. Can sad music raise energy too? Yeah, just in a different way. Kind of like it kind of pushes your vibration into feeling whatever it is you're feeling. You know what I mean? Which is what I was trying to say to you guys earlier about the feeling thing, or also I was saying in class earlier, I should say. But yeah, it can. It's just kind of like in a different way. You know, hello, beautiful souls. Hello, Dale. Hi. So, you know, it could definitely, like, this is a kind of a cool song called Healing Day, about healing. It's a little slow though. It's not my favorite. Have you ever spoken with someone famous who has died? Only if they're related to them. I only do it for people who are related to someone who is famous when I do medium readings. There is no fame in the other realm. They're not famous there. They're just people who died, just like here. But I have, yes, for people who know those people. Have I for myself? Maybe. But I don't trust it as much as when I do it for someone who knows the person so I can get the confirmations. Knew it, anger, and happiness also can, right? Yes, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I was saying that song, like, you know, that kind of energy when you're doing that, it gets you there, you know? You got to get into those energies for sure. Abraham Lincoln? No, I've never talked to Abraham Lincoln. Like I said, for people who are related to a person. No, you got to understand, like when people think they're going to talk to someone famous, you're going to project what you think they're saying because you think you know them because they're famous. Here come does hierarchies. What does that mean? So that's why I only talk to anybody for people who are related to that person because they can confirm private things, more detailed things that really are what that person's saying. You know what I mean? So I think that's important. This is one of my favorite songs that I listen to before I have like a seance list. Where is it? I know like some of you may know this song. I have to like speed it up because it takes. I love this. This is The Cure, Burn. This song, like, if you want to get in touch with that realm, listen to, at least for me, but you have to go with the song that works for you, obviously. And then before I do like a seance, or I have to like really do a lot of speaking in that realm, this song gets there. I think angels are kind of like their energy, just like anything else. Angels, deities, they're an energy. the images we've created. I mean, there's Saint Michael, but is he covered up? Can you see him here? I don't know. Can you guys see it? It looks like the roses are covering him up, but there's I have Saint Michael on there. So it's just like an energy, it's a representation. It's not literal because obviously angels don't have feathered wings, but because there's energy that can push out and you see that light, that's what, and I think people interpret it in a time as actual wings. Has anyone ever come to you to solve a murder? Nah, that's not a thing, guys. That's TV and it's a movie-esque version. No, it doesn't work like that. I keep that door closed unless I open it. I only do things in purposeful ways, knowing I can get confirmations. People don't have to come to people. That's just movies and TV exaggeration. We still see dead people as a commodity that we can use, worship, defy in some way. If they were famous in life, we project human hierarchies into the spiritual realm. Yes, there is no hierarchies in the spiritual realm. And I think movies and TV want to make it seem like, oh, this person came. They actually know what happened. They're dead. There is no time. They already know what happened in their murder. They don't need me to solve it. There's no time. They're able to look at, it's kind of like the internet. It's kind of like you wondering how someone knew something. Kind of imagine going 100 years back and you Googling in front of someone. They're like, how did you know? Did it come to you in a dream? And you're like, no, I Googled it because I passed time and space in a way you kind of did. Our technology is like a barbaric version of how things work. So they don't need me to solve anything. They already know because they're in that realm with no time or space. In readings, have people ask me questions who have had loved ones have something happen? Yeah, but usually the loved ones can confirm the things. And they can confirm what happened. So I don't do anything unless it's for the living and they can confirm it and they may need help to kind of feel validated or something, but the dead are fine. So it's spirits. I guess I meant more for the loved ones left behind. If someone comes to me, and I only allow it if they've already gone through the proper channels through the police, because it's very dangerous to kind of do things like that. But usually the things that they tell me, the family already knew. So after someone dies, how fast can you talk to them? Because some people say it's rude or they are not available. Yeah, people say it's rude and not available because they can't do it. Here's a little trick reading tricks people do. There's no time or space in that realm, so there's no limit. I've talked to people the day, minute, hour they've died. Hi, Dale. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I still love that shirt. I saw that. Oh, that's right. What does it say? Because someone said that it's already a saying. Was it mundane before magic? It wasn't that, right? Because someone said that's already a saying. But I still like the idea of the shirt. I forgot about that. Sorry, I've just been running around. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't give closure to the living as much. Sort of, they kind of know what happened and sometimes they want confirmation, but I don't believe in telling people something they can't get confirmed, because otherwise because I'm a medium, I'm like, oh, you just have to believe what I'm saying. Confirmation is very important and it validates the information, and validating information is important. Otherwise, you're just believing in anything. Yes, and it already had a saying. I heard it years ago and it stuck with me. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'll have to get the t-shirt from you. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, there is no time limit. I know that's a thing, which is so weird to me, because there's no time and space that exists. Like there's no limitation of time or time is needed. So telling people you have to wait 3 days for what? They don't need 3 days. I mean, an hour in that time can be like a whole 2 days. So a lot of people will say that because it's harder for them to do. I've been following you for years. I love you. I'm much love and light. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you for saying that. So yeah, anybody who says that to you, sometimes because someone, when they die, they're kind of getting to know, they're getting their telepathic legs. You know how you say legs? They get in their telepathic legs going. Thanks. So they, are learning how to get better at it. And so sometimes maybe some mediums or people who claim they can talk to people. Also, to be honest, I think people are intimidated by the idea of talking to someone who just died. But it's usually kind of a good trick. When people lose someone right away, you're obviously more emotional. You're a little more harder to pick up things from. By the way, where a lot of readers can't really pick up as much from you. So no, you can talk to people for yourself as soon as they die, the day they die, the hour they die. You don't need to wait. That's very silly. Can you imagine there's this vast world and it's like we're limiting it to like, okay, they just landed at the airport. You can't talk to them. It's not the same. Have you ever considered doing a video on when closely connected people die within a short time of each other, elderly couples, we experience weird situation? Oh, good idea. Sav, can you DM me that idea or email me, DM me on Instagram? So I'll put it in my list, and that's actually a good topic. No, I haven't done a video on that, but that's a very good topic, and I definitely could do a video on that. I don't know what I would title it. People who die close time from each other. I don't know how I would title it, but that's a very good idea. Thanks for the idea. It's a good topic. Love that idea, Sav. Yeah, that's a good idea. How would I title it for YouTube? People who die within minutes. I don't know. We have to be careful. We have to be respectful. Oh, that's an interesting idea for a video. Yeah, that is a thing, very common, and I do have an explanation for that. So good concept. Thank you. Yeah, you guys send me your ideas, DM me your ideas, leave comments on my videos for your ideas, because I like hearing about it. I'm going to, dying of a broken heart is now how I've heard it spoken about. Sometimes, believe it or not, I've done readings where it's not even a broken heart. Sometimes they were married and not happy. And they're like, all right, now that you're gone, I don't have to like deal with you anymore. And I was kind of just like sticking around dealing with life, and they're like, I'm out. It's believe it or not, when I did do a video on that, just because you married someone doesn't mean you're married to them for eternity. Believe it or not, it's more rare that people are married are actually feeling good about each other. But that's a very good concept. And I will definitely do that. Thank you guys so much. I think I'm going to be doing a seance in a few weeks. So look for me posting that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on there, because I'm posting things on there. I'm not doing podcasts anymore. I'm only focusing on YouTube and my Instagram and other things I'm working on. And I'm still doing the 50% off my readings as this time. It's been kind of nut, like Carrie Fisher and her mother. Yeah. But yeah, so things like that. Thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous rest of the weekend. You too, you guys have fun. Stay safe. Stay spirits up as much as you can. And thanks for joining me today. I taught earlier today on here online, so I'm going to go chill. Bye, guys.